He was named after his father, who died in the war, which is ironic because his father was promised that his war would be the one to end all wars. Now, this promise has been broken here. My name is Emily Irwin. 3 of my sons joined the war. I have lost 2 of them, and my 3rd son is still missing. Now the war is over, and the last men have come home. If you could help me find my son, I would be so thankful.
I am writing to you as I have done to thousands, from houses, factories, farms, and those waiting at train stations, to a mother I have never met. I proudly tell you that our loyal soldier, your beloved son, carried out his duties fully without hesitation or complaint, and he was one of the bravest men who served this country. But I am bitterly disappointed by this country, Mrs. Irwin. This country that has charged you for every letter you have carved into your sons' graves. This country that has charged you for the spaces between every word, as if you hadn't already given enough.
I believe that I am not asking too much from you. My name is Emily Irwin, and this is the 5th letter that I will have sent you. I have had no response so far. I lost 2 of my sons in the war. Surely I have earned the right to ask for such a small favour.
How did all this start? With the need for survival, the need for power and honour. When the human race came into being, so did evil. Ultimately, our stupidity would lead us to hell.
When I lost my 1st son, they came to my home and knocked the door 3 times. They gave me a letter with details of his death and his good luck charm. They came again after the death of my 2nd son. But it is not only the war that killed him. I lost my faith. My name is Emily Irwin, and this is the 15th letter I am sending. I am terrified of becoming a hollow shell of myself.
Throughout our history, Mrs. Irwin, some things are constant, like natural disasters, epidemics, genocides, and leaders who never learn from hundreds of times history repeats itself. They don't only ignite the fire of war, they have also taught us how to reveal the monster within us.
I hoped with all my heart that my 3rd son wouldn't go to the war. But something started to happen when they noticed that my son was still at home. Someone sent him a flower shaming him, and soon the people herded together until flowers were falling everywhere. And once they had filled the room, they started to fill his heart. Then I knew exactly what was going to happen. He decided to enlist. I don't know why they have to fight for something they don't understand.
In this war, I was responsible for hundreds of men. Your son was one of them. Their ages did not exceed 25. Sometimes we receive letters from children who are half this age, asking us to give them permission to enlist. What do they know about patriotism? Why do they want to fight? I will tell you, Mrs. Owen. They know the morning hymn, where they sing that they will die for their country. The propaganda of war excites them. If they live, they will live as heroes, and if they die, they will die as heroes. But the heroism is not the only thing that stays with them for the rest of their life. Your son didn't die, Mrs. Owen, but what he witnessed in this war was completely different from what he had expected. Far from the war posters and the morning hymns. By losing his friends one by one, he lost his childhood, and he will lose his youthfulness. Now, the leaders have to invent new lies for why they're igniting the wars. Because it's no longer believable for the coming generations to argue that peace is the noblest cause of war, or that war is a legitimate defense of a nation's honor. You need more convincing lies. If you are asking me to help find your son, I will do so, although I have resigned from my position. But I ask you not to find him now. Don't find him until he has found himself. I don't know if you still believe that God has taken your loving sons to a better life. I don't know if you are grieving or have become enraged. But while I give you my letter and your son's good luck charm, I will see what I couldn't see my whole life. War is over. It's a recurring nightmare that will never end.